And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
So it is the cold front in the upper trough here that's guiding Beryl, which is down here. It's a tropical storm, but Beryl appears to be in a rapid intensification mode, even though it's pretty close to the Texas coast. One thing I've always noticed about tropical storms and hurricanes, when they are rapidly intensifying, sometimes the wind when it reaches the coast is actually higher than what necessarily is the designation for the storm. It's very easy to get the stronger winds down to the surface when it's rapidly intensifying. Another thing I've noticed is when you've got a really strong hurricane and it's rapidly weakening, the wind speed is often less than what is shown when they do the aircraft analysis of the hurricane hunters go in. So even though the winds are at 65 and it may make landfall with winds maybe 80 or 90, they may be higher than that, and we will probably get higher gusts, some places that exceed 100 miles an hour from this. So here's the most likely track between Victoria and Houston. That's the main area here. Victoria's way out here. Here's Houston. So there it is, East Matagorda Bay. Big storm surge, but also a big surge coming into Houston, Galveston Bay, and also Trinity Bay here, and a significant storm surge. This is going to be about 5 feet, and then it moves northeastward, and it's moving farther north. You know, when we were talking Friday, looked like the center was going to be Kentucky, Tennessee. It's quite possible that the center of this, which may still be a tropical depression, moves right overhead on Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday time period. Tonight we become partly cloudy. It's 66 for the lows, 64 to 70 should do it. Certainly a warmer than the lows in the upper 50s to low 60s we had this morning. And tomorrow's a hot day, rather muggy, 90s the high. A few isolated, very random storms can't be ruled out, especially in our northwest counties. The highs upper 80s to low 90s, but the heat index will be running in the mid-90s to as high as about 103 tomorrow. Then it's pretty cloudy on Tuesday. We start to get a few showers, at least some scattered showers coming up from the south. The wind turning to the northeast with approach of tropical depression Beryl at that time. 72 at 7 o'clock in the morning, but it's a muggy high of 82 on Tuesday, and 80 to 85 should do it for highs viewing area wide. So rainfall wise from Beryl, you know, the rainfall is going to vary a lot with this system. You know, some places will get a ½ an inch, other places more than 2, and that's based on the projection that the center is going to move right overhead. But no matter which way you slice it, some good rainfall. We'll take a half, we'll take 2, we'll take 1.5 inches of rain during this time of year. So again, this is tonight at 3 a.m. There's Beryl making the move northeastward. Again, tomorrow, a couple isolated storms up here. A few storms tomorrow night, very scattered about. There's the center, and there's the center of Beryl at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning, continuing to work to the northeast. A few showers scattered about here on Tuesday, and then an arc of heavier rain, even some storms with the risk of an isolated brief E of 0 tornado Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and then a brief little weak tornado risk right in through Wednesday morning till about midday, and then it's just kind of showery during the afternoon. This is 1 o'clock, and finally this thing gets out of here come Wednesday evening. And then after that, you know, we're going to have all this wet soil all over the Midwest and Ohio Valley from this tropical system. Well, then we're going to put a hot upper ridge on top of that. So you got all this green vegetation transpiring, the corn transpiring, and we're going to see some really high heat indices next weekend and beyond. Temperatures surging into the 90s. We're capped, and the heat index at times exceeding 105.